Lizard.
Clow, who is here first?
Lizard.
Greywolf_G4L just claimed second.
emotional damage.
Papernergle 69420 request a dad joke.
Aha. Sorry about that. I thought the microphone was working for a while. So why did the chicken get a penalty? For a foul play. Mwah ah 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 ah. Mwah ah 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 ah. What's up? What's up, sweetie? If it isn't the skunky pufferfish. Hello, Skunky. How are you? I need. What do we need, Katra? What do you mean, Morale? I'm asking you what we need. You're supposed to be my co-pilot. Hmm? Are you telling me that you're not going to be my co-pilot? There's one photo of her. There's another. Yeah, no, I'm skipping this one. There's another. We can use this page. I thought there was another page. I swore there was another page where it had her a little bit more prominently shown. There he is. There it is. What's up, sweetie? Doing some serious cat calculating over there. What's up? We do need some blue, because we need some blue for her eyes. I need my little palette. Where's my little palette? Don't make fun of my palette, Skunky. It may be a little tiny, but it's very adequate. Very adequate. I have to turn a fan on. I need to do that. I will need to do that. feel like this is going to be better for me overall. Swarthy's not going to make it today. And I might want. What's up? I think we want to highlight. What bronze to highlight? Okay. You need more treats in your toy. Give me a second. Okay, fans are on. I need one more brown, which is graham cracker. What? Good morning, Kale. How are you? I need a blue. I need a blue, a baby blue, a baby blue. We're gonna go to treasure. Just getting ready to get in my groove. A little out of it. Work was a bit, didn't get much done, but got the thing moved along. So I don't know if there's much else you can do. Not really feeling like going to Xanarkand either. Nah. Well, I'm trying to get this blue to come out of this bottle, but it's not wanting to work. And that is a metallic paint. It's very much a metallic paint. We're just going to use Dragon Blue. Hey goes, Cosmic Debris. How are you? Oh, we're going to work on Elvira tonight. I was trying to get a blue for the guy and looking at the shimmer right there. That's a metallic paint that I don't want used. Pretty color, yes, but I didn't realize it was metallic when I was shaking it up. So, yeah. That's sometimes the problem when you're dealing with some paints that are just like, yeah. I mean, it's a pretty blue from metallic, just not the blue I want. I put it in the spot with the metallics. It shows you I've never used that bottle before. Never used it. Would explain why it was so hard to get it to come out. Just didn't realize it. Because you even see it on the pokey tool that it just looks normal. And it's not until you squirt it out that you're like, oh, that's metallic. Like even on the dried swath right there that I was using it does not look to be metallic. So they're very deceiving sometimes. It's just like, okay. But, once it was on the wet palette, it's like, oh, yeah, that's a metallic color. That's a metallic color. There we go. I know this is not metallic. There we go. There we go. Alright, so where we left off with her was trying to get the shadow killer squared away. You need a break from packing weight, but I don't know if playing with OBS is a fun way to take a break from packing. Yeah, I understand that. Hit the ground running. I mean, stream started. I hit the unmute. I was like, hey, oh, by the way, hello, Fox Behind the Tree, Grey Wolf, and all of you lovely people. My mic decided it wanted to set back to default, and default did not know what it was doing. So that happens from time to time. I need to play with OBS tomorrow as well, or StreamerBot tomorrow. Take care of some other things on my list that I want to update. Yeah, I'm sitting there rambling because I was looking at the monitor as I was telling the dad joke and realized that it was not working correctly. I was like, oh, okay. Thank you, OBS. I'm going to need to adjust some marks here shortly. Texas Warsmith, how are you? Also, um, for those that are curious what the secret project's been on Instagram, this has been it. We'll probably work on it on Friday. We're making it. How about you? Uh, you got any more of those? We're doing better than just making it. Just out of curiosity. That's not my brother. Tell me about it, sister. I took a walk earlier. Woo, Nelly. Woo, Nelly. That was an exercise in goofiness right there. But I got it done and I feel better, so I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I keep thinking about buying a walking pad for my desk, but I'm just like, am I getting too meta now with it? Am I getting too meta with the idea of movement? Hi, what's wrong? Well, do you want me to tell the stories? Huh? You got 2 outside times. Backs against the wall, trying to get everything. See, I've got to finish my diorama, and that's it. I got to finish my diorama, and that's it. And I should be good to go. I'll get my oil changed on Monday. And then I'll start my drive down on Tuesday. I'll probably stop in Shreveport again and just get a hotel there. But I'm feeling good. It's just I need a red biscuit. I need to read it. But yeah, I just got to get past this hump of whatever I'm in and break this funk to get that diorama done. Got to get it done. Oh, I can. I just haven't. It's a work frustration that's driving me to be annoyed. So the work frustration should be ending this weekend, hopefully. So once it's over, I can feel rewarded and ready to tackle the thing. Because I mean, I don't have a big list left on it. It's just, it's one of those things that you just got to sit down and do it. But I just need to finish the list. Oh. But yeah, Katra had two outdoor times today. The first time I let her outside was during the afternoon during my lunch break because I wanted to get some sun and kind of hang out outside and just kind of be chill. Um, while she was outside, she decided that all the grass that she ate up needed to be thrown up because cats. So after she threw up, we went back inside and I had lunch and what have you. Had a very beautiful Texas red with some beans on some beans that I had prepared on the side with some other delicious foods. But the second time I go out for the walk, I come back from said walk to let her outside while I'm preparing French fries and stuff for my dinner and what have you on a leash and a harness. And she finally decided she wanted to wrap around. She's like, you know what? It's time to come inside. You got stuck on a side mission. Oh no. Did the side mission turn successful and completed? It was more like four side quests. Oh, I know those side quests. I know those side quests all too well. It's called My Ritalin Wore Off. Now I'm scrolling out again. So I grabbed this figure and then grabbed this figure and I was like, oh yeah, by the way, this has been my secret project I've been talking about on Instagram that we're probably going to work on this weekend on Friday. Um, and just kind of dedicate that stream to see if we can wrap this guy up. So grabbed it and I was like, yeah, I can show him off because I talked to Hack and Hack's like, yeah, I would love to see it. It's like, yes, Friday. And then I picked up this figure again. I was like, oh, let me tell a kitty. I understand. I, I see this. I'm riddling and squirreling out now because as I was telling the story for Catra, I was like, oh, I need to log all my food, which I have not done.
Blizzard Clow who just redeemed breathe.
Yep. Take a breath. Stretch. Oh, what's up? Hmm? What's up? What are you doing the meow meow for? Huh? Huh? What are you doing the meow meow for? Oh. Mm-hmm. She's being like super cute right now.
Sending my love to the kitty.
Mm. Hey, Texas Horseman says hello and sending love to the kitty. Mhm. Apparently, I found the spot that says I need to lick right here because that was an immediate. Yeah. So, Something a bit sharper. I'm going to need the black ink soon. Oh, itchy on my back. Itchy on my back. Maybe you'll pastel with me. Ooh. Ooh. Also, I may or may not have started. Uh, People in chat, I bet you didn't know there were just called the big fish until Penny Paint Paints came along and was like, people like big fish, but they really like the real big fish. I did like them back in the 90s. They were fun. They were fun. There you go. How you doing, good doctor? Mr. Frogenstein. There you go. We're slapping color and getting things looking the way we want them to look. Um, Ska reigns supreme in my mind. I did like ska. I thought it was fun back in the day. MU 330 and all of the fun stuff. It's Square Enix Lo-Fi. I was listening to a lot last night, and I was like, I wonder if there's a Spotify version. Spoilers, there is. So I fired it up, and we'll see how long it lasts. I am very much a huge fan of Final Fantasy VII and various Final Fantasy Square Enix games in general. I like a lot of their stuff. I need to find the guy that was complaining about fixing Final Fantasy and ask him if he ever played Worlds. I try to find the relaxing musics to be the calm. Which is funny because so I can't think of the guy's name on YouTube, but there's a guy talking about it, and he had Clear Expedition 33 going up in the background. He's like, "Yeah, there's only one way to fix Final Fantasy." And I don't know if you ever played Final Fantasy Worlds, where you had like the chibi version and the big version of things, and you had to like stack stuff. I might go back and see if I can play that again. Um, just because I had a lot of fun with, like, I like the old JRPG turnstile systems back in the day. Like, it's a lot of fun for me. Uh, Seven Webs. Name is sounding slightly familiar to me. Uh, because it's weird because I don't think that game ever took off like it was supposed to. Sebi, I gotcha. Um, like I saw it one day on like Black Friday eons ago, back when I had a girlfriend that wanted to go do Black Friday. Which, spoiler alert, girlfriends and partners that want to do Black Friday sales because they want to stock up on DVDs is now a red flag in my life. Seems weirdly specific, but it's very important. Um, the because I bought it then because it was like $30 or whatever. I was like, okay, fine, let's play it. I was like, oh, this is like an actual Final Fantasy game that I can play. Has like a somewhat of a world map, has like a cohesive story to it, and it's actually kind of fun. You got to have like a little chibi cloud and all like the old Final Fantasy characters and the different universes all combining together. It's like, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. But then we broke up and haven't really ever gone back to play it. Or what was I doing? Oh, I had to beat Cactar at something, and it was just a dumb random event. And it's like someone posted because I looked up the guide, and they're like, "We don't know what they were thinking. Good luck." Oh, yeah. It was funny because he was talking about. I ran into one of his shorts where he was talking about Final Fantasy VIII, and I was like, I never. I've played eight a number of times. I've beaten it a couple of times. I go back and I replay it every so often just to see if I'm missing something. And lo and behold, I'm usually not because I forget how slow it is at times. Like just painfully slow, not even like interestingly slow. But I mean, eight's fine. It's fine. See, that's what's funny. So everybody I know that hated seven loved eight, but then nine was just kind of okay. I had nine. I played nine. I just I got I think I got overwhelmed at one point, and I'm like, but why are we swapping so many characters through? Because it felt like you were constantly like swapping through different characters. And I'm just like, I don't, I don't know. But Vivi was so much fun, right? Um, but I mean, Chocobo class. See, that sounds like fun. I love that. I would love everything about that idea. The moment you said Chocobo Cloud, I was like, yes, let's go. Yeah. Oh, it's been forever since I played it. Like literally one forever. Um, Me personally, the junction system, the draw system, the upgrade system, at times it felt like you were forced to play the card game. And then the story at the time was confusing and I just wasn't getting it. And it took me multiple playthroughs to kind of understand it. Yeah. Like there's some parts of it I just like I like it. I'm like, hey, here's an edgier, cooler cloud named Squall. But it was also I didn't find out till later that FF8 was a very different game, apparently, that the writers had. So, did you ever play 8, Froggenstein? Because I didn't know this at the time. And I guess, like, looking back at it, I'm like, oh, that makes sense now. Um, how is 1 year? Mm, it's the favorite because it's the nostalgia of, like, the brand new thing. But my favorite is actually 6 or 3, depending on how you look at it. I liked the music. I liked the digging castle. Retros. Retros. Oh, he's supposed to be wearing a red shirt. Whoops. That's how we know he's the good guy. I like the music because you had the opera with Celeste. Also, you had the suplexing train. I've got an ad break. I'm gonna take a few moments and move some stuff around. I'll be right back. Oh, Which means a little bit of look. No. Oh no, this is just for Batman the animated series. Um, because I've backed so many Kickstarters, I decided I wanted to do board games on Wednesday, or I guess you would say board games, but kind of playing with the cell shading of Killer Croc. Doctor Strange eventually we'll get to, and our Clockwork King will probably be worked on tonight, just because he'll use a lot of the same colors. Because the blue suit, the brown suit will be the same color as the rock, essentially. The diorama, I still got to finish that thing. It'll be done. Yeah. I had a. I was just, for whatever reason, I was like, oh, I must buy all of this. I love the animated series for Batman. It's one of my favorite. So when I saw there was a Kickstarter for it, I immediately bought it. But actually, these four are the last four that I have from the box of Arkham Asylum that I can wrap up. Are you going to pull a line, the Lion Creative, start painting like the day before, finish it, and then submit it and get a gold? Is that what you just said is going to happen? But the ideas on these is to kind of play with the cell shading. Uh, Many more Borderlands stuff to paint. So we'll probably randomize up. We might do So we can do fantasy stuff. We might just do the Elden Ring stuff a little bit and just knock out the Erd Tree Sentinels slash Druids. And then shipped over to Claptraps or something. We'll see. It's kind of the point of when I started doing it on Wednesday nights just because it's one of those like mental breaks and palate cleansers because I'm not trying to be like super epic with it, but at the same time, like I find myself learning when painting in each of them because it's like cell shading is all about the high, mid, and low, and then just trying to find a way in between. But you don't necessarily have to do like a bunch of blending, right? You just slap it down and go, that's where I want the high, that's where I want the mid. Bam! Done. Um, and honestly, it's still a fun way to keep working on your brush control and just keep the motor skill sharp. Yeah. Because really, now that you've got like kind of your base colors down, you're really left with the choice of how do you separate that all out and break in your shadows. Right. Not too far off. Her hair's more golden, but it reads as blonde in person, so that's kind of all that matters. What's up? I'm sorry. I'm going to turn the camera back on for you, sweetie. Oh, good, Warsmith. Have a good night. Talk to you later. Na, 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 na. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-da. Welcome in, bottom text. How are you? Sorry, you caught me as something decided that it's like you need to cough like extreme amounts right now. Yes, Catcher is doing the loaves of loaves right now. She's getting into donut shaped. She's reaching the donut territory. Oh wow, that was really knocking me out. It's going pretty good. We got Elmira. Elmira for a bit tonight, and then we'll probably switch over to the clockwork. The Clockmaster. Oh, it is. It is one of the sadder episodes. To find out she's like 60 years old or something, and she was never able to grow past what she was. Thank you for the check-in, Jay. Yeah, she's being a little extra cute today. Ooh, big screen. Yay. We'll be a little chill tonight. What you working on tonight? Hack and Slash, how are you? Yeah, Friday I will put yours on stream, by the way, Hack. Yeah, that's where it actually ended up. On cam, that's what it's looking like. I'll probably try to focus on getting the white squared away at the beginning, or focus on the skin tone, and then worry about the reds after that. Yeah, drop it into black and white. Just little bits is really making it different. I might find a darker brown to use for the band, but the nod bone isn't really dropping as much as I want. I, I like it too. And the only thing that I'm seeing that it's like kind of bothering the ever living crap out of me is I might focus on the skin tones so I can get the teeth to show up right. Because I never used a pure white yet. I think if I drop the pure white and get the teeth in there, it'll help make the face stand out so much better. But the eyeballs and all that jazz, I like it. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do with the base and probably paint it a checkerboard pattern of some kind or do like a brick pattern because I can do something along those lines. But yeah, I enjoy painting that. It's a lot of fun painting them actually. I was painting them last night. I was like, oh crap, there went 2 hours. Even if they're not, it's still hilarious, right? Like even if they were part of like a full mask, it would be funny. I would love it. You know, Hack, everything's canon if you're brave enough. How you doing today, though, Hack? You got Catcher riding shotgun, being helpful right now, judging me from her little perch. Willow, you were almost going to get the Discord message being like, "Are you okay?" And if you ask, would I actually do that? Yes, I will. You all good? Hoping to get some sculpting rocking in a minute. That's awesome. I know KT's pasteling in the background. This is Elmira from Batman the Animated Series. I could see that though. I could see that it being Angela. I can see the connection between Angelica. I can. Um, but as someone pointed out on YouTube, it was actually a really sad character when she got introduced because she never grew up. She stayed in her tiny body size, her childlike body size. She wasn't a dwarf; she was a child size for the entirety of it. So I've got two more from that box to wrap up, and we might be able to call it La Complete. But we'll see. We'll work on getting this squared away. Yeah. And it kind of aided into her psychosis of being a villain. Yeah. Cheated out of her childhood, cheated out of a number of other things, and was very angry about it. To the point she committed the crimes. Uh, okay. I just need to do her shoes, which is some kind of very dark color. Yeah. Did you ever watch Gotham, Jay? The Fox TV show, which had its issues, but but welcome into AA, Ron. She is doing the loaf of protect. She looks out the window to make sure the things are safe. And now she goes on an adventure. Yes, extreme. She is very much the tortie of torties. Well, she is a tortie. I don't know if she's the tortie of torties, but she is a tortie. She is the tortie in my life for sure. She's very much a loving breed. I've had one before I really knew what a tortie was. She is vengeance. She can be vengeance. If she's having a bad day and she wants attention, she will get her attention. I have never had to replace keys on a keyboard before, but because of her, I've had to. Because sometimes when she comes and she sits in my office, right, she'll put her rear down, but her tail will extend up and over the keyboard and get stuck on a key. I'm like, son of a biscuit. Because I have like a slim keyboard and she gets on it, and I was like, son of a gun. I don't really know what else I want to do with her. Not happy with the stuff in the back, but there's not much I can do about it. The hair is kind of just stuck as the hair. Slide her to the side. It will grab the Clockwork King, or the Clock King. Now I gotta confirm the names because I am like messing up right now. Clock King. I was right. So it's funny because they just call her Baby Doll. And they have trademark behind it, which is I find absolutely hilarious. Because she actually had a name. But I guess they trademarked the villain name. Yep, Batman. It is the animated series, Arkham Asylum. So IDW, when they did their game, they released. Essentially, what they did is they took the stories. I don't think these stories are exact one for one now. The beginning of it was kind of like the first, I guess, 5 or 6 episodes or 12 episodes. So you have Pretty Poison, which is District Attorney Harvey Dent falls madly in love with Dr. Pamela Isley, a botanist whose affection hides a lethal rage for Dent. When Kisses sends Dent into a coma, Batman must visit Poison Ivy's deadly gardens to find a cure. So it kind of talks about they had some crossovers, I know that. So it kind of runs you through like Act 1, which is kind of working through whatever this is to kind of gather your clues to move forward to Act 2 and 3 and all that jazz. But they included some of like the original, like some of the concept art that they used during the series. They had to change it up quite a bit, or change it up just enough, because there were issues with Warner Brothers did have input. I think that was the plan. I think that was part of the plan originally. It was kind of like a part of the plan, if I remember correctly. So there was conversations about that because it came up again in with Catwoman. Like, why didn't you guys go after Wayne Enterprises? Right. Wayne Enterprises is the big evil of all of this. And it was like always kind of like a hidden plan of theirs to go after them. Plot armor as well. But I think eventually the idea was to, if I remember correctly, because her co-conspirators were talking to her. And she's like, yes, eventually we will go after them one at a time. But Harvey Dent is the evil government agency that went after stuff. Or allowed the travesty to happen. I think was kind of the original reasons. I don't know if I'd. So, I remember when. What was that superhero show that had Alan Tudyk in it? Powerless or whatever? No, it was a Fox. It had like 6 episodes. And they weren't in Metropolis, but they were like in a Metropolis leftist, like they were in a superhero town, but they weren't in a full superhero town kind of deal. I'm gonna not small. It's not Smallville. It's gonna take me a minute. Hi, sweetie. How are you? You want to help me remember the TV shows that just did not go anywhere that deal with superheroes? Hmm? 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 Fox TV. No, that was the name of the show, Powerless. That was the show. Yeah. So it was. Excuse me. Excuse me. It had its moments. It was a funny show at times. It was interesting at times. It suffered from a lot, though, like a horrible lot. Um, the premise of the show was hilarious, which is essentially that that group was essentially R&D for Batman, kind of. So they were the one kind of helping come up with devices for Batman, where they were coming up with ways for non-superhuman people to protect themselves. It wasn't bad. It was kind of funny. It had its moments. But it's one of those that made me go, I really don't want to see them try to do another live action thing for a really, really long time. And then I got stuck watching The Flash and the Green Arrow. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm okay not. I'm okay with not it would be a fun TV series, but I would need to see something that's not the CW formula. Hey, what you doing? would be what I would want. Yeah. I, I've seen Rickson because that's the guy that plays Reacher. He's good. I just it would depend on the version of the Batman that they're going for. Bryan Cranston as Gordon would be hilarious. Mm. There we go. There we go. All right. Get our balloons blocked in. Oh, I know Poison Ivy's going to be in the next Patterson movie, which I am curious to see how that goes. Um, Ivy's a hard character to pull off, in my opinion. She's she's a different villain, and I'll be honest with you, the Uma Thurman version did not impress me all that much. But then again, Batman Forever wasn't. I didn't enjoy Batman Forever that much. It was fun, but I started getting out of. I lost connection to why I loved Batman during that series or that run of movies. Like I got to a point of burned out. Um, would I watch them again if they were on TV? Yes. Carrie as the Riddler was probably one of the only reasons why I wanted to see that movie. Just because at the time I thought it was funny, or I thought he was really good. The the character itself is probably not his best. Like he was kind of, I don't know where he was at, but a lot of it I think he was ad libbing and just kind of doing whatever. But I mean, there's a couple of different ways you can go about the series, about that character, the Riddler. You can take the Batman the animated series version and be super like mastermindy about it all and just kind of have like that larger fun. Or you can take like the really goofy way of a riddle for everything, which Jim Carrey kind of was doing, and it was just okay. Like I remember, what was it? Um, Hush. That villain was actually, depending on the comic you read, it was either meant to be Bruce Wayne's best friend, or it was meant to be uh, the Riddler. And the reason why the Riddler had recreated himself is because he knew he was dying, sort of deal. So it can be interesting. I think this actually needs to be the front. It's only paint. We can always cover it up again. Yeah. Now we need to get the biscuit smooth. The biscuit is not smooth. Christmas. Oh, Christmas. I forgot to paint something. I might want the brown to be a little bit darker, but we'll see. We can just add a different, grab a different brown later. Hmm. Let's paint something else really quick and then decide if we want to repaint the suit tonight. Hello, Blorby. How are you? Oh, okay. Hanging by. Hanging by. That's not what I want to do. Not what you want to do, sir. Let's just get a different brown. Let's just get a different brown. That would solve our problems pretty easily and quickly. And it would make our life easier. So why not do it that way? Graham crackers too bright. Thank you for the stress, Jay. Drop shield round. King and Blorby doing their check-ins, y'all. Good things. Maybe not shield brown. Maybe not shield brown. It would be darker, yes, but not shield brown. think I want my friend harvest brown. Oh no. No, let's see what it like. Let's see what it's like for a little bit. Let's cook with it, as some people say. I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna dislike that too much. Just darken up just a smidge. Bum, bum, bum. Headset on, but I do not need to have on. Son of a biscuit. Yeah, there we go. Get the base coat nice and even. That'll look much better. Brown much better. Splotchy in spots, but a little extra painting won't hurt it.
Oh, thank you, the underscore infraggable coming in with the awesome people.
The Infraggable, how are you? How was your stream? What were you up to? Helldivers? Did you keep us faced with say? Did you protect the democracy? I'll get there eventually. I will get there eventually. Welcome in, Baldroom. How are you? Little too much. Helium 27, welcome in. How are you? Doing well, excellent. You be safe. Enjoy your early day tomorrow. May everything go okay and be well. Listening to these jokers scream about democracy. An author that I know plays Helldivers. And sometimes when he's wanting to get away from stuff, he would joke about going into Helldivers and be like, if you take that without giving it to me, you're not being overly um, helpful. Take care, Infraggable. Be safe. Be well. Enjoy your eve. Enjoy your rest. Ah, there we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Someone just followed. Who is that? Helium 27.
Thank you for the follow, Helium 27. Mm, yes. Yes, it is. Shadow of the Bat. Specifically, the Arkham Asylum. It's the Clock King. Really? It was one of my favorite series growing up. So when the Kickstarter came out, I went all in on it. I figured because if they were a co-designer on the series, that it'd be a very different conversation. One of my previous partners was actually interviewed with DC to become an editor. But right around the time that she was getting the positions and the interviews in places, DC decided to shift from New York to Hollywood. I'm old, but not quite exactly. Exactly. Uh, it is one of my favorite cartoons that I every so often go back and rewatch. I'm about to start rewatching it again with dinner. Now that YouTube's kind of getting weird, so or I'm not finding as many fun things on YouTube to watch as I once did. So probably watch one or two episodes with dinner, or watch an episode with dinner, and then move on because it is a great 30-minute show. 30 minutes and you're done. And I do love me a good 30-minute show. All right. So I need my dark color. Not much, Auntie. How are you? How was work? Have a great one, Helium. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for the follow. Work was fine. Yeah. You gotta like it when work's just fine. I understand. Oh, that's not easy. That's not easy at all. No, it's never. I mean, when you lose a close friend, you lose a close friend. Like, to grieve is to be normal. It's, you can handle it in numerous ways, but at the end of the day, you still have to grieve. Sometimes it doesn't always start out right. That's kind of the nice part about grieving is sometimes it corrects itself. I find it absolutely hilarious because these sculptors sculpted in the claw hands on his eyes. Get a bench scraper. We'll scrape that right off. We can scrape that. That's what I need. That's what I meant to do with her. Sorry. I want to step back for her for a second. And they're letting you back to work, Dobbs? They've been dead AF. Oh man, those are the worst days. There's only so many times you can clean the walk-in before it becomes a madness. Did you get the mise en place ready for tomorrow? Have you taken the trash out 300 times? Have you? Did you? Did you? Did you get the poutine ready for tomorrow? Or are you in a poutine region? Speaking of Final Fantasy IX, there's a song from that right there. I think that's what I'm doing. Go there. I'm going to return to this guy. And we're working on skin tunes. I've been really terrible cleaning up this model. Oh well. Only ever really seeing it when I'm zoomed in on it and using my zoomer, so it's a-okay. Good evening, Blades. How are you? A lot of that today. A lot of that today. Hopefully tomorrow is better. Mm. It's a lot of money. We're only spending an hour on this guy. I'm kind of liking where he's at. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, I made a booger there. Whoops. Whoops. Got a floor over there. Nope. Not that song. Not that song at all. You like the catch or what emote, Jay? Yeah. Somehow I managed to get a photo of her just as she was like, I want whatever that is. And I'm going to stare very largely at it. Yep. I need to put this down. I need to put this down because we need to find us a raid target. RJ. I think we're going to go say hello to Painting to Scale because it's their birthday and we should celebrate. So, I would like to say thank you to everybody. Be awesome. Be amazing. We'll be back on Friday. Friday, we'll probably work on our super secret project that I've been working with somebody. So, let's go say hello to Painting to Scale. Give them a happy birthday and see you all on Friday.